So day one of E3, and we have Microsoft. Microsoft. Say it fucking right. Microsoft. Uh, and I have to say I'm not pleased at all. Really, I was gonna watch Microsoft's. I was really only gonna watch Nintendo's. I'm not watch. I'm gonna watch Sony's. All I'm expecting out of them is that they're gonna be talking about the PS Vita lineup coming out for this year. A lot of people that I've been seeing talking about Sony's, they're expecting PS4, which I don't see that happening right now. Maybe next year at the earliest. Just because me personally, I don't think PlayStation 3 deserves a sequel. They still haven't really tapped into what the PS3 can do. Uh, right now, as it stands, in my opinion, it's not a good system. It's got a couple of great gems on it, good titles, like every console has. Every console has a few good gems on it, no matter how bad it is. Um, but Microsoft started out, they like talking about Windows 8 and this the smart glass and social networking and everything. It's just I've seen a lot of social stuff going on at Microsoft's E3. Uh, a lot of sports, which disappointed me. I'm not a huge fan of sports, and I don't like watching the sports part of E3, because it tends for me to just uh like just take up a lot of time. Uh, but when you got past that, then you get this Usher concert, which I don't like Usher. I don't like rap. Period. I like a little bit of hip hop. That's about it. Um, Phew. Watching the whole thing made me think. So, Nintendo, huh? I just didn't like Microsoft's press conference. A couple of people were expecting a new Xbox, which I knew was not going to happen. A lot of people wanted to see Halo 4, which I think we've seen a little of that. I missed some of it, I will say that. But we saw Tomb Raider, the new Tomb Raider gameplay, which looks like freaking awesome, like dark and gritty and everything, but very Uncharted like. So that's one drawback. But if you like uh, Uncharted, then this might not be a problem for you. Um, she's hot, just like she's always been. Um, and it's like just like this whole epic thing. She's like running around shooting people with like bows and arrows, and the arrows going through their skull, coming out the other side. Um, Shooting lanterns, like everyone catching on fire, and like if that's not insult enough. It's like fucking explosions everywhere, knocking people off. She's like running and falling, tumbling down shit, and you got quick time actions, and like parachuting through the woods, and you like hit these trees, and like tumbling down shit, and like falls, and she's all like bloody and shit. And that looked pretty good. Then they then they showed it. Me and my friend was watching this. We got super excited over it. Pretty much, this is the only game he liked from the Microsoft press conference, and that's the new South Park game. And what's interesting about it, what I really think is going to be great about the game, the graphics look just like an episode would. So it's like basically you're playing an episode of South Park, and their whole premise was, have you ever been watching South Park and you think to yourself, wow, I would like to partake in this, or like this to be a game? And usually whenever they make a South Park game or a game based on a TV show, it doesn't look like a TV show. It looks like a video game, which kind of takes away from it being a video game about the show. So what they did, he said it was hard to do, but they did it. And they weren't even like finished with it, I don't think, because at the end of it, it's like, now we're going to go back to work. But it's going to look just like an episode of the TV show. So the way South Park looks, the characters, everything is going to be the same. So really looking forward to that. They showed off Black Ops 2. Uh, I'm excited for Black Ops 2. I won't lie. Um, they haven't done anything new, graphically or engine wise. It was funny. The guy goes, "Well, this isn't the same. This is the same engine, but it looks like a new engine." How did that even come out of your fucking mouth? All right. Um, and my friend was like standing up, like all angry and everything, walking like fucking back and forth. Oh, they're in the car. Let's stop. We're talking. Oh, he's loading a gun. Get that bitch off the TV screen. She's like gonna be a bitch in the game probably anyway. Like, you're in a car. Every time you're in a car in a Call of Duty game, you're gonna fucking wreck, and then it like wrecks and like fucking. He's like, oh, there's gonna be a fucking explosion over here, like fucking explosion and shit, helicopters and shit. And he's like, oh, that guy on the motorcycle's gonna come at the car, and then the guy at the on the motorcycle comes at the car, and just typical Call of Duty. And what really pissed me and him off was, it starts off when you're on this intersection or like a bridge or something, and everyone else is zip lining down and they're fighting, and you're on the rooftop like sniping and crap with this kind of this like infrared scope or some kind of weird scope that looks like something out of Perfect Dark. You're like sniping people, and he's like, "Get the hell down here!" And it doesn't show you like rappelling down. What it does, it like goes this black screen with text on it. It says, "In the interest of time," and it says there for like a couple of seconds. Then it like picks right back up from gameplay, and you mean to tell me they couldn't have even showed you rappelling down? And it just goes on from there. You know, they showed off a lot of exercising games, like for connecting crap, and they was talking about smart glass a lot and all that. But Microsoft was kind of disappointing, and I know I might have left off a game or two they showed, but I can't remember. Didn't want to pay attention really because it was just disappointing. But you know, I guess they did their best with whatever they could do. I mean, of course, Xbox is gonna get great games going through the year anyway, so some great games are gonna come out this year that wasn't shown on E3. They, Kinect, they're kind of pushing Kinect a lot too, with the exercise games, a couple of sports games, and, that kind of stuff. Which I'm not a huge fan of Kinect anyway, but they were really like pushing their Windows or their smart glass or whatever, showing how you can use it for like football games, and they were showing off Halo, what I guess is Halo 4, and how smart glass is going to have something to do with the game. What it is with it, I don't know if it's going to be with every Halo game you can do it with, or any game, or if it's going to be like Halo 4. But like, if you're not on Xbox Live and you want to see what your friends are doing, you can go in there and check what they're doing, their scores, or any achievements they've unlocked, stuff like that. Kind of interesting stuff, I won't lie, but it's just not what they are capable of doing. They need to stop showing sports packages that you can get on your cable, and now you can get it on your Xbox. Like, I can see them, like, this would be a big deal for you to get a sports package or some kind of channel that you can't afford on TV. But you gotta look at this. You can't afford it on TV. You can't afford it on your freaking console, alright, with the Xbox Gold. Maybe you like Microsoft. I don't know. You can comment below. Tell what you thought. say I'm a idiot or whatever. You won't be the first, you won't be the last. Really looking forward to Nintendo's tomorrow. I even watched EA's download conference. A lot of sports games and a lot of games I did not care about. Except for Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor Warfighter looks to be great. Everyone's like, Call of Duty, or is this Medal of Honor? There's differences, like, Medal of Honor is more combat driven, like actual military, not like Call of Duty that's, you got this like super villain you're going after and everything, and you gotta kill. This right here is like military strategics, you know, so it's like more realistic. Call of Duty, you're fighting in the United States from invaders, and Medal of Honor, you're in another country fighting. So, but both games look good. They showed off Crysis 3, which looks pretty good. I haven't gotten to the Crysis series yet, but I definitely will. I'm gonna start with the first one and just go from there. They showed off Devil May Cry, the new one. I forget which number it is right now. Changed his hairstyle, and they changed the story again. Ubisoft is actually on right now. I'm missing that. I'm just went ahead and did my video because I saw Alpha Omega Sin. Yeah, love that guy. It's freaking awesome. Nerds, nerdheads, and gamers, game the fuck on. Oh my God, Sopa's gonna get me now. I just ripping him off. No wait, no, he's just gonna get my ass. Anyway, uh, um, but yeah, Nintendo's tomorrow. Really looking forward to making my video on my thoughts on that. Um, Planning on getting the Wii U, like I said in a couple of my newer videos. Getting a Wii U. I already just said that. A 3DS. I'm really looking forward to what kind of games are in the new lineup coming out for it this year. So thank you very much, and please rate, subscribe, and just watch E3, man, and enjoy the rest of it.